Have you ever wondered why a city, municipality, and province became an awardee of Seal of Good Local Governance? I guess everybody in here had noticed the tarpaulin of the Digo City as an awardee of SGLG or the Seal of Good Local Governance. How did Digo City attain that recognition? That is my objective for today's video. In behalf of my group mates, I am Louis Villa and I'm going to talk about local special bodies, the Seal of Good Local Governance. Topic will give answer to this question. 1. What is Seal of Good Local Governance? 2. What did the commitment seek to achieve and why it is important? And 3. What are the implementing agencies? To understand the Seal of Good Local Governance, let us go back to where it all started. So way back 2010, the Seal of Good Housekeeping or the SGH was created by the DILG and initiated by our late Secretary Jesse Robredo. Seal of Good Housekeeping or the SGH promotes transparency and accountability in the local government operations in compliance with the COA's accounting and auditing standards and the department's full disclosure policy. So after 4 years, the DILG scaled up the Seal of Good Housekeeping into Seal of Good Local Governance to promote greater challenge for all our local government units. So there are 3 core performance areas: the disaster preparedness, the good financial housekeeping, and the social protection. And there are also 3 essential performance areas: the order, the environmental management, and business friendliness and competitiveness. To achieve the Seal of Good Local Governance, the local government unit must follow the 3+1 principle, which means to comply 3 core performance areas and 1 of the 3 essential areas. Between the year 2014 and 2017, the 3+1 principle became 4+1 principle. The peace and order became the 4th core performance area, and added to the essential area is the tourism, culture, and arts. The 4+1 principle has the same rule as the 3+1 principle, which makes it a little bit challenging to the local government unit. 2017 to 2018, all essential areas became the core performance areas, which makes it a total of 7 core performance areas, or also known as the all-in 7 core performance areas: the disaster preparedness, good financial housekeeping, social protection, peace and order, environmental management, business friendliness and competitiveness, and tourism, culture, and arts. The LGU must comply these 7 core performance areas to attain the Seal of Good Local Governance. As what we have observed, it's getting more difficult and challenging to achieve the Seal of Good Local Governance. But the guidelines of the Seal of Good Local Governance does not end here. In 2019, the education, health, and youth was added to the 7 core performance areas, which makes it all in 10 performance areas. The government of the Philippines is trying to make an innovation to improve and challenge local government units to continue good governance practices while providing better public services. It is a continuing challenge for provincial, city, and municipal government to do better today and in the years to come. Approaches to attain the Seal of Good Local Governance. Number 1. Assessment. It is organized by the BLGS or the Bureau of Local Government Supervision. They are the one who will provide tools, mechanism, structure, and support to facilitate data capture, certifications, and documentation. Number 2, the validation. We have the National Validation Team. It is composed of representatives from the DILG Central Office, DILG Regional Office, the NGO or the non-government organization, and CSO or the civil society organizations, LRI or the local research institute, and other partner agencies. Number 3, the conferment. The final stage of the results acceptability is the decision and approval of the SILG or the Secretary of Interior and Local Government. The recommended list along with the additional validation measures shall be presented. Once approved and signed, the said documents become the official list of the SGLG or the Seal of Good Local Governance awardees of the current year. The number of awardees. From the chart shown, on 2017, it was recorded the highest number of LGU passers for the reason of lesser guidelines and criteria was implemented during this year. On 2018, the number of LGU passers decreases because the all-in 7 core performance areas was implemented on this year. But on 2019, despite of the implementation of all-in 10 core performance areas, the DILG recorded 44% more than of 2018. Due to a fact that many LGUs were challenged and became more competitive to achieve the seal of good local governance. The DILG, or the Department of Interior and Local Government, the Department of Budget and Management, the DOF, or the Department of Finance, the NEDA, or the National Economic Development Authority, and a representative from ULAP, or the Union of Local Authorities of the Philippines, and a representative from CSO, or the Civil Society Organization. One vision, one nation, one seal, the seal of good local governance.
Case. Tuguegarao City has a vision to be an environmentally sustainable city with an empowered populace in collective action to uphold the principles of human dignity, equality, and equity, actively working towards a diversified yet strong, vibrant, and investment-friendly economy, a richer cultural identity, having the best peace and order situation, and taking pride of its action. In 2019, Tuguegarao City has developed into a city that is economically and socially empowered, disaster resilient, peaceful and orderly, business-friendly, environment-friendly, and have enriched cultural heritage and community. With this, Tuguegarao City received a Seal of Good Local Governance or SGLG. However, achieving inclusive growth remains to be a tough challenge. How could the ordinary Filipino residing in Tuguegarao City feel the benefits of having the Seal of Good Local Governance? As a result of having the Seal of Good Local Governance, the Tuguegarao City can access the Performance Challenge Fund as an incentive to fund high-impact local development projects such as farm-to-market roads, core roads and bridges, housing, water sanitation, health centers, and schools. So these projects will give great impact or great help to those ordinary Filipino people in providing their basic needs or necessities in life.